Brian, you are up next. We got a little Kyler Murray action. What are we looking at? Why are we looking at it today?
So it's no secret that they're the hottest team in the NFL right now, the only undefeated team remaining, and they're doing it in their fashion. Now, uh, narrative going into this game, you had no Cliff Kingsbury; he was out because of COVID. The OC, right, that was supposed to take over play calling, I think he also had to sit out because he was exposed. I don't think he had COVID, but I think because he was close contact,
Close
maybe.
contact, yeah.
Yeah, so they're going into this game against what we all thought was going to be a really formidable defense in Cleveland, and they're down their two biggest offensive minds, and it didn't slow them down at all, and it is because of the weapon that is Kyler Murray. Now, what set this play up before we talk about formation and everything is they were going down the field. Um, Kyler does a nice scramble on first down to set up a short second down. Then there's that botched snap, right? Kyler's not ready for the snap and gets past them. They go back 15 yards. So it's 3rd and 21. We're in the first quarter still, nothing game, and they're looking to make a big play here. So 3rd and 21, big distance, not a lot of favorable routes to call for 3rd and 21. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's nice to be able to hit those big plays, but good grief, a 21-yard conversion is a lot to ask for. So what did we come out here? Well, we came out in what you should get used to if you watch the Cardinals, which is spread shotgun formation, and they're coming out in 10 personnel. Not a lot of tight end use in the Cardinals. We'll see maybe with Zach Ertz coming over, but not a lot of tight end use in their offense.
Right. No, for sure. So, all right, let's watch this play unfold, and then we'll begin to break it down for you. Here we go.
21. Kyler looking to run, floats it for Kirk in the end zone, tiptoes his way in. It's a touchdown. What a toss and a better catch. Christian Kirk's 3rd touchdown of the year.
Yeah, that's a dime.
I dare say so. You know, we're very anti overusage of the word dime, but yeah, I would dare say that's a dime. So like you said, 10 personnel and shotgun for Kyler Murray in the offense here. What are we looking at for the defense?
Yeah, we're gonna just call it a nickel.
Yes,
and use it in its most generic, broad way as possible, because I know I have two guys that are clearly defensive linemen and their hands are in the dirt. And then I have a handful of linebacker-esque players all standing up, kind of hovering around the line of scrimmage. It's one of those purposely confusing, purposely trying to get a free rusher by just confusing the offensive line, not knowing who's coming, who's going, those kind of things. But what we do end up settling on once the ball is snapped is it ends up being what we think to be maybe a quarters or a cover 4. Those two zone coverages are very similar in the way that they use the safeties and the cornerbacks to divide up the field for assignments. So the ball ends up going to our man, Christian Kirk, and he is lined up as the two wideouts that are closest to each other around the 23-yard line there. Yep. And Christian Kirk is lined up on the inside as the true slot. And then what were we saying? That was Moore that's lined up next to him.
Correct. Immediately to his left. Yep.
Yep. So we're going to run what we're calling a post corner route here, which is a good deep route, but what you need time for post corner. And having Kyler Murray, the biggest blessing in all this is that he creates his own time. He doesn't wait for the offensive line to make sure that he gets all his blocks. He knows that once he starts moving, defensive guys, especially when they're in zone and their eyes are towards the line of scrimmage, not with a man, they're catching movement from the quarterback. And when Kyler Murray starts moving towards the line of scrimmage, it's only in their nature to start, trying to figure out if they need to come closer, trying, get him on a scramble, or it's just, he draws a lot of attention because he's such a weapon. and he uses that to his best ability here on this play. And it's just it is the reason why Kyler Murray, as long as he can stay healthy, which is something I always be concerned with, but he is a phenomenal athlete, and he is now unfortunately diagnosing coverages at a pretty high level, and he's 100% dialed into this offense. So this is, it may be the year that he's a full-on franchise quarterback who can carve you up at will.
For sure, for sure. So let's start to get this play underway. Brian, you can still see the plays unfold, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me know when you want me to stop. All right.
Yep.
All right. Here we go.
3rd and 21. Kyler looking to
back it up about like 2 seconds, man.
Okay.
Okay, perfect. Like I said, so Kyler doesn't even try and use the pocket here. I think he felt really comfortable with where he wanted to put this ball. So he wants to go to that back left pylon, and so he's going to scramble out to the left to take away some of that yardage that he'd have to throw. He's going to get himself closer to the line of scrimmage. He's going to get closer to the left side, and it gives himself a more favorable throw to hit this post corner. And the safety is put in a tough spot because he is supposed to take the over and not let anyone get over top of him. So he can't come down too fast on this wide receiver. So he ends up hanging back, and then he ends up getting turned around because of the post corner.
Right. I'm a little surprised by the way that Cleveland's playing this, but it feels like they're in kind of like a prevent defense. Like, you know what? We probably gave up the field goal already. Let's just try to, keep, Murray from escaping.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The defenders are holding up the offensive line, but they're not trying to send any additional help, which because they know how quick twitch, I guess, Murray thinks and can process information. But it's definitely like a prevent style defense. And
absolutely. I mean, Matt, look at those linebackers lined up at those, 2 hashes right there at the 13-yard line.
Yep. Yeah. They're not
all eyes on Kyler.
Just watching for something to happen. So,
yep.
All right. So let's play this forward a little bit more.
Kyler looking to run, floats it for Kirk in the end zone, tiptoes his way in. It's a touchdown.
Great route.
Yeah, I wish we had a better angle, an all 22 look at it, because the post corner has Christian Kirk looking like he's gonna curve back to the middle of the field, and that's when he turns it back towards the pylon, and that's what gets the safety all turned up.
Yeah, it was a nice move. I think I talked about it last week or maybe the week after, but these these bunch formations are terrific, right? They're very great. When you have 2 wide receivers running simultaneously next to each other, it's very easy for coverage and stuff to get mixed up, right? For the defender's sake, you're in the spur of the moment. Who's my guy? Do I know my guy? If this guy goes, you know what I mean? There's a lot of thinking going on in your head, and they, Moore runs a go route. He just stays straight, and then Kirk runs that little post out route, corner route, post corner. Yep. And it kind of throws off, and he's got more than a step on this gentleman. So let's watch it unfold a little bit further so you can see what we're referring to. Oh,
Matt,
sorry.
Remember last week when we played the Broncos clip of Cortland Sutton, and he runs that terrible route?
Yes.
Yeah, that's also a post corner. Just so everybody knows. Now this is a deeper post corner, but it's still the same combination in route running, which is it's 3 moves together at the top of your route. So you start running straight, and then once you hit your depth marker, whether it's 10, this one's probably 15 yards down the field, you hit your first marker, and you got to turn in, right? And then you got to turn out, right? And then you got to clear and wrap around the safety. And what did Cortland Sutton do? He ran straight and then just started curling. So the line, the whole time the secondary was like, oh, okay, I know where he's going with this. This one, the safety literally does not know because of the athlete that Christian Kirk is, and the fact that Moore also is running straight down the field, kind of into his zone.
Right. No, it sold it tremendously. So let's watch it one more time so you can kind of get an idea of what we're looking at.
21.
All right, Kyler goes out of the pocket, makes some room, and he throws. He sees that Kirk has the break. Look, he's got more than a step. This dude, I mean, that's. I mean, I wouldn't say that's wide open, but that's considered open in the National Football League is when you have a guy with that much separation between it. And he's got the right angle, and Kyler put the ball in the right spot. You know, these out routes are timing routes. I think that's the best terminology. I can't tell you how many times I've seen a defender run up and just snag it and go the other way with an out route. But Kirk has the right angle on it. He has the right amount of separation, and kudos to Kyler. He put the right amount of touch on this ball as well and put it in the perfect spot.
The play does not happen without a accurately thrown touch pass, which is exactly what Kyler. He can change speeds on balls as well as anybody in the league right now.
For sure. And then there it is. Yep, there it is. Nice ups too.
Kirk in the end zone.
He's got it. And good spatial awareness too, getting those feet down and putting that thing away. So, yeah, fantastic play there.
Goes his way
and
in.
There's
It's a touchdown.
We thought this game and we thought the Chargers-Ravens games were going to be, man, you can't wait for these. And then it's just one team's clearly in a different spot than the other team.
A lot of disappointment. That is for sure.
319! 399! Hut! 3-3?
Yeah, spot.
Blue 58!